Alright everyone, we got a nice little 3v3 on Joe Onit's favorite map, Bertigala. Remember everyone, send all your Bertigala videos to him. But this has been brought to us by the beautiful Madara Uchiha, the second best Uchiha, as I always like to say. Itachi is always better. But for him bringing the video in, let's start with him for the army comps. He brought a very infantry-heavy Pontus, which was interesting. He has 12 Pontic swordsmen, including his general, 4 Eastern archers, 1 mercenary Celtic sword, 2 mercenary naked swords, and 1 Thoreos spear. As you can see, he's already positioned himself up there. One of my favorite things, like if I was Nabatea, what I would have done is brought the Desert Onager and put it right there. Because if they go through that breach there, oh, you're going to have the time of your life. But also, if they just end up having to push in, you're going to have the time of your life. But speaking of Nabatea, let's go on with them. They've got themselves, they're brought by, well, sadly his username is gone. It's been spammed too much. Spammed username. He's got himself a Nabatean Noble Cavalry, 4 Nabatean Heavy Archers, 6 Armored Desert Hoplites, 1 Desert Levy, 2 Nabatean Axe Warriors, and 4 Nabatean Swordsmen. Another very heavy armored desert hoplite army. Seeing a lot more of those on Nabatea. I mean, they're good. They're incredibly strong. I still prefer the mobility of the axes a little more. Then use the cheaper boys as just the desert hoplite as holding forces initially, and then just crush them with axes and swords. But that's me. And I've liked how the Armored Desert Hoplite have worked. They've always been able to clutch games, in my opinion. So I've always been a fan of them. But Swaby Sortis has himself a Wodenaz Spear General. Another rare general to see, but a very good one in my opinion. Pretty sure, yeah, they have Inspire. That's right. But with that, he also has a Rider of the Hunt, 3 Kimry Bow Women, 1 Germanic Slinger, 6 Bloodsworn, 3 Club Levy, 1 Hexbearer, 2 Noble Swords, and 2 Wolf Warriors. I don't like how he's the front line. I would have put Pontus or maybe Nabatea first. Probably Pontus with the large amount of Pontic swords. I would have had him initially in that fight, and then have the Bloodsworns and the Club Levy go in when they can. But that's enough talking about the defenders. We'll see how it ends up going. We have the attackers. We'll start with the Honey Badger himself playing as Massilia. That image is a Honey Badger. That's how you know he's the Honey Badger right there, obviously. But he has 2 Hippeus Lancers, including his General, which we can't see, sadly, 2 Celtic Skirmishers, 3 Mercenary Gallic Hunters, 2 Levy Freemen, 5 Thoreos Spears, and 6 Thorax Swords. Now, I criticize the defenders a lot, so I'll say this. I think that's a lot of Thoreos Swords, or a lot of Thoreos Spears. But with Chimeria on the field, I think they might be able to get away with it, to be perfectly honest. I just think it's a lot for an attack, but we'll see how it goes. As long as no one else really brought a lot of Thoreos or anything like that, you should be able to get away with it. Saladin is bringing us Armenia. He's got himself a Royal Cataphracts General, 1 Fixed Ballista, 1 Horse Archer, 1 Mercenary Cappadocian Cavalry, 4 Eastern Archers, 2 Eastern Spearmen, and 8 Cartley Axemen. Very interesting build. I don't know how I feel about it. I like the large amount of Cartley Axemen, don't get me wrong. I just feel like he should have brought some regular Axemen as well, I'll be perfectly honest. Maybe bring a few more units, but we'll see how it goes. And finally, the final army, one that I most like, because it's rare to see them on attack, and I've actually liked attacking with them in the past, but that is Legolas bringing Chimeria. Now, he has 4 Chimerian Noble Infantry, including his general. He's got himself a Scorpion as well. Just wild, wild army. 4 Chimerian Heavy Archers, my favorite anti-archer archers in the game. 1 Picked Peltist, 6 Scythian Hoplites, and 2 Young Axes. I'm interested to see how it will go, because it's a very... I feel like the Hoplites are not going to do very well against people like Pontus, maybe even Nabatea. they'll do better against Swaby if they can get it formed into position because of the charge reflect. And that's very much how these guys work off of, and very low armor. But the things with higher armor, I feel like they're going to do worse with. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe my prediction's wrong, and I don't remember. And I don't remember this game as well as I think I do. But there's only one way to find out. Let's get this party started.
Courage now! Courage! We can hold quick war!
Another short speech, because of course he had to move his general, making it not fun for me. No fun little general speech today. As he just moves them a little closer to the wall and everyone a little further left, probably to protect against the artillery. Artillery doing the normal thing, taking that corner down. I remember when that wasn't a big thing. I used to have to do it with Gaty all the time, and everyone thought I was crazy, and now everyone does it for me, and I am so happy. Oh, look at this. Okay. Mercenary Gallic Hunters getting their first kill, taking out the first bit of artillery from Pontus. Pretty good. Dramatic Slingers firing back away. I don't know if they're gonna... Okay, they got one. Pretty good movements, and they are gone. Yeah. There are two. Let's see if you can get a few more at the end. No, just two on that volley, and they are gone. Now, Swaby does still have its artillery there. But that is one artillery out of the way already. My question is do they break that open and not push anywhere else? And there's another Gallic Hunter that just came into view. Very good plays from Honey Badger if he gets this off, so let's find out. To be honest, if I was Swaby, second I saw that first Gallic Hunter, I would have yeeted that Rider the Hunt out. You don't see anything, but you're faster than possible enemy cav. So you might as well just to try to attempt it. Yeah, down to one. Okay, that's two artillery down. That means Armenia can go party. They can move this artillery off and just be fine. Because the last artillery is back here. I guess for the later fight. But now they're gone again. What I really would have done is initially, on that initial push with the Gallics, that Rider the Hunt should have come out. Seeing if you could have gotten them, because if you're going to take out that Gallic Hunter, that's a win for the Riders of the Hunt. Okay? Because that's a 150 archer that you're going to need to use to hold the inner keep, especially because your faction does not like archers, so any less archer is very useful. Let's see here, yeah. Nabatea looks like they're holding back. I don't like this, I'll be perfectly honest. I think Nabatea should be more in the front, maybe with just even the Nabatean Swordsmen and the Axe Warriors. You can keep some of the units back, but I think... It looks like he is moving up now, but I think that's too many troops to move back for somewhere that's not attacking. You can't leave it to two of the factions there, because you'll be stuck in a situation where you'll be a lot worse off, in my opinion. How is he doing? Wall's at 30. This is why I don't necessarily go for that wall. I'll actually position the artillery more here. It's a little harder because of the hill, but aim for this spot. It's easier to hit it than just that spot he's hitting right there. See what I mean? Because look how different that is, and this whole thing is 45. See what I mean? Like, that's a tiny little spot, and this is a massive thing, so it's easier to hit. Which he's hitting now, to be perfectly honest. Hitting now with ease. But let's see if he runs out of ammo or he can actually break a wall. Eastern Spearman doing what you think. Yep, that. Again, I don't mind these walls, especially if you're not attacking, but if you do both sides having walls and then you just don't attack anywhere but that point, you're giving the defenders way too much. So we'll see if that's what happens here. If it does, I'm immediately saying the defenders win. I'm going to tell you that right now. If they do that shit, defenders have won. Because you're just throwing yourself on more of an issue, especially when you have more much cavalry. When you have 3 units of proper cavalry. Massilian Thoreau Spears moving up. See, far too late to do anything with the Riders of the Hunt. Like, why are you doing this now? They're not pushing towards you. It's just a waste of resources, and now they can do this. So now you need to commit with the Wolf Warriors.
Run, curse you!
To be honest, yeah. I would have targeted the Wolf Warriors with both of them. Yeah, they're immediately pushing the Wolf Warriors in. Those Nakeds are backing off. Because that's a bad position to be in. And the Riders of the Hunt are kind of screwed. You're not going to do anything with that. 82 on that wall. 90. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to do wall. If they do wall here as well, I think that's a huge mistake on their side. 97. See, they wasted a ton of ammo hitting that wall. First tower gone. Yep. Hippeus just won that fight. Naked Swords committed out. Sure, they'll get a decent amount of cavalry, but that Hippeus is just gonna... Yeah, that Naked is just fucked. And to be honest, that Hippeus Lancer has taken a few volleys. Not too many casualties there. Down to 65. Down to 60. So they've lost 20, but they've gotten 91 kills. That's fine. This is a mistake here. They're now walking. But they're pumping ammo. You should not pump like this. This is a waste of ammo. At the point that they got down to 30, you should have stopped firing. Nope, you just wasted a whole nother volley with 3 units of archers. What are you defending for? This artillery cannot be used anymore. They can't do anything with this. And you can see what they have here. They have 1 unit of archers. You're not protecting anything. You're just fucking yourselves over. The Naked's also screwed. Let's see if they can actually get something done with the last 41. I don't think so. They're at 57. Almost at 60. That's a nice volley there. That was brutal. But you know what? They're forcing the Thoreos to utilize a lot of their ammo as well. I think Swaby fucked up on that engagement, but I think Massilia also fucked up on that engagement. That's also 62. They just got like 8 more kills. They got up to 64, and they were at 40 before that initial charge. I would stop firing at this point. I mean, you're not breaking down... I don't think they have the ammo left anymore. Yep, I don't think so. They're not going to be able to take down the wall. Because they wasted 90 there. You're going to have to use the towers. Now, so they managed to break down. I'm going to tell you this now. Defenders lost. Or not defenders. Attackers lost, for sure. I'm going to tell you this right now. This was a huge waste. They just fucked themselves over so hard. They're not defending against anything. Because this is all open, so when they move in here, guess what? The attackers can have the defenders can have the time of their life still functionally firing like that, and they're blocking themselves off from the return fire. That slinger has a perfect shot, right like that. Sorry, they do. It's a stupid strategy, and I hate people who do it because I get arguments that it's a good strategy. It's a good strategy on areas like this, because you're not pushing here already. But what you're doing now, with all of them doing that, I don't mind you doing one person, 1.5 doing this. But the second you put all three of your factions to do this, the attackers are like, oh, we got the time of our life. We can bottleneck them. We have less money than them, and now we can sit them in a bottleneck situation where we can take the advantage because we know they're coming from one location, and the attackers have to attack us at a disadvantaged position. Because attacking like this alone gives the defenders this position, which is wonderful for them on Berdigala. I'm going to tell you, that's probably one of the best positions to have as a defender if no one's attacking it. So we'll see if Armenia does something about it, but I don't think they are. But if they do, you need to assault this position. If you don't assault this position, the attackers win. I'm going to tell you that right now. Or the defenders win. Because if you don't, they can sit their reinforcements here at ease, fairly protected, because they can have their shield sides to the archers. You're not protecting over here, so if you try to sneak over, they'll shoot you. Because they have the better positioning. They do. I don't think Swaby should be doing what he's doing right now. That's a waste. What Swaby needs to do, put the slinger right here, so it can fire like that, or like this. And guess what? They're going to have like 100 or something kills if they play it that way. This right here is a complete waste. I've not liked what Swaby's done with his archers at all this fight. And I think he's wasting them. I also don't like how Swaby's holding the middle. I think that's the biggest mistake. Nabatea or Pontus need to be in the middle there. Especially with the fact that they're not going to attack anywhere from that middle. Put someone more tanky in the middle. Right there, and it's not even going to be close. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care how many people... How many kills did they just get? Oh my god. They just hit a clump in the back. Like, why? Alright, now what are you doing with these slingers? Why are you doing this? The enemy are pushing in, and you have no troops defending here. Okay, he is actually putting a troop to defend there. Okay, that's fine. He's going to get shot in the back. I don't know what Swaby's doing. He's just being dumb. Scythian Hoplites moving on in. You need to charge with those Blood Sword, but you can't because you have the one piece of fucking... The one piece of deployables they put is the Sharp Stone right where Swaby needs to charge. Because Swaby's going to win that charge fight because they're not in hoplite position. Artillery firing in. Yeah, and guess what? That artillery that could decimate this area is now being partially blocked. So you look at this. I haven't liked what Swaby's done most of this game, but look at this. They're already using the towers to defend or to protect themselves while they fire. Gallics have lost themselves a few, but now that they've stopped moving... Well, look, it actually worked. See, it's actually working here. Don't fire at these guys. They can't hit you. Wait till they move out. They move out, you hit them. Like this. That's exactly what you need to do. That slinger's going to be able to fire like that. So Massilia is firing like this, so don't position your troops there. Nabatea Armored Desert Hoplite right there. Done. Settled. That's how you do it. He has a Nabatean swords there. Look, he's not moving in because the archers can't get there. Archers are front firing against Club Levy. And then, of course, Levy Freemen are getting their fire as well. This is why you need Pontics in the middle. Pontics in the middle, and this would have been over. Scythia would, or Chimera would not have been able to do anything. Like over here. They're not going to fire into the side of the Pontic swordsman because it's not going to help them too much. They're going to fire into the club levy all day. By the way, look, these guys have moved off. So now you target them with your archers, and now you can actually hit them. That tower does shit. Boom. These are Chimerian heavy archers. These are probably some of my favorite archers. They're probably the most tanky archers. Or they're very tanky. They're very good anti-archer archers. But look at that. They've already lost that many men. These towers are doing jack shit. They're doing absolute shit. By the way, if Swaby was being smart, they would be targeting. They'd be targeting right here, or here, or here. They'd be targeting the units in the back. I'm starting to get heated. Give me a second. I'm already getting heated. I'm 10 minutes into the fucking video. Oh, I don't know what I hate more. This Swaby defense or this fucking attacker strategy. Because both have been stupid. Pontus needed to be in the middle, or Nabatea needed to be in the middle. I have no idea why Swaby was in the middle to take the brunt of that fire. Swaby needed to be there when the fire was finishing off to break the troops. But they're wasting so many men in this fight. They have a swordmaster in this fight already. Why? Why not let Pontic swordsmen? There's 12 Pontic swordsmen. There's a ton of armored desert hoplites. Why are you not letting them in? Guess what? Here, look at this. Archers can't do shit. Oh man. Who would have thought? Positioning's terrible. Celtic skirmishers are trying to do what they can to hit these. Nabatean swordsmen, yeah, they're going to have to take the bait. Whatever. But they'll get a decent amount of damage in. Yeah. We've already killed 10 before even getting fired at. And Pontic swords right there, now to take able to take the position. Give me a second. I need a second. Oh gosh. Alright, I'm regretting getting back into this. Oh gosh. I mean, the sword masters are obviously winning. It's sword masters, but they're being targeted, of course. Those both units of sword masters? They are. You should have just committed into the fight at that point. Commit into the fight, make it harder for them to hit you. I mean, the Pontics are doing well. Ish. Yep. I mean, they're breaking through the center because you had Swaby in the fucking center. Like, why? Why not put Pontus or Nabatea there where they would have to fire far more ammunition to actually break through? But either way, it's still not a breakthrough at this point. It can still be contained fairly easily if we get some more troops up. Honestly, bring these 4 Pontics up, close the gap, smash in, and you got it. Is that a Hexbearer? Yeah, the Hexbearer just broke that. Or the General did, one of the two. Hexbearer, yeah. Is that Kimry Bowwoman out of ammo? Yeah, they are. And they're just wasting ammo on an out of ammo Kimry. Nice. I mean, I don't know why you're doing that. Yep. I mean, they're going to get great kills. They are. They've been firing in Swaby's flank all the time. But even with all these guys firing into Swaby's flank, they're still stuck here. And the defenders are still able to use this as a safe harbor to ferry troops in here and here and continue to reinforce. Look, they broke through here. Honestly, if I was the Pontics, don't even push. Just sit right there, like this. Right there. They can't hit you. Yep, they've been wasting ammo on that Pontic. It's another volley. Right into those Pontics. Guess what? Oh, I don't know why they're bringing up more Bloodsworn. Bring up the fucking Pontics. You have so many of them. Ugh. I wouldn't have engaged there. Don't give them the opportunity to shoot you in the flank, to be perfectly honest. Stay defensive. Stay sitting there. I mean, they're doing nothing to this Armored Desert Hoplite because they're blocking their own shots. Scythian Hoplite and Hillmen are getting their ass kicked. They're winning here, so Cartleys are being forced in. It's 100 kills. Now they're firing at it. I mean, yeah, they're going to do some real damage, but they got 100 kills on Scythians and Thorax. They're probably pretty happy with that. You've had to use 2 volleys. Honestly, if I was Pontus, probably would have had another troop sitting ready to move in here, and just moved in. Kept them contained. Honestly, this is looking very bad for the attackers, I'll be perfectly honest with you. They've lost way too much in the front lines here to be able to effectively push, especially with all these Pontics being held back and all these Armored Desert Hoplites being held back. The attackers are fucked. Just straight up, they are. I think the Swordmasters being committed in so early is a huge mistake on the side of the defenders. Swaby should not have been in this fight. Swaby should not have been in this middle fight at all. Doing so screwed them. More than anything else. Yep. And here's these Snurchers, able to just fire right into the flanks. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that these guys have their towers here to protect their units. Yeah, honestly, if Swaby did not have this, if Swaby did not hold the center and Pontus or Nabatea held the center, this would not even be as close as it is right now. It's an even fight right now, and that's because Swaby got themselves slaughtered. Swaby had no reason to get themselves slaughtered. Look at all these Armored Desert Hoplites, which, by the way, let's do this. Well, let's look at the Pontic Swordsman first. 75 armor, 40 or 35 of which is shield. So they still have 40 armor, which means they're pretty well defended. Armored Desert Hoplite, 90 armor, 45 of it is shield, which means they had 45 actual armor. These guys could have held the center all day, and they would have run out of ammo. They would have. This was a huge mistake, and this is a huge mistake right here. What are you doing? You have your archers here. You have no infantry supporting. Get the fuck back. Yeah, that's Cappadocian cavalry, buddy. Yeah. Literally, if anyone other than Swaby was in the middle, they would not have gotten to here, by the way. That's a guarantee, and even doing that is screwed over Royal Scythia and a lot of early Massilia. Or Massilia. They got the nobles left. These guys don't have much thorax left. 160, 152, 115. How many do they have? 6? Okay, they got 4. They got 4. 5. Okay, so they do have most of their thorax left. Good on them. I mean, the Scythians are gone. What are you doing with the nakeds? Why are you just letting them die? Same with this mercenary Celtic. What are you doing? Well, now the defenders have to push, and they pretty much lost the front line of one army. These guys have a ton of left to be able to hold the defenses. Honestly, if it was anyone other than Swaby in the middle, they would not have been able to push past here or here. Or they wouldn't have been able to break the middle, and then that means they could have continued to move forces in. That was probably their biggest mistake as the defenders, is going to be that one. The attackers' biggest mistake is their fucking stupid strategy. I mean, yeah, they're going to win that fight. That's Hillman. They could probably break that Scythian Hoplite in a second as well.
Get out! Aren't you?
Don't retreat out. Stay in the fight.
Get out! What commander now? Back! Live to fight another day!
Should have stayed committed in against the Hillman.
Got them down!
It was a terrible charge. As was that. And now you allow the Royal Scythian Hoplites to charge him. I mean, like, look at all these Armored Desert Hoplites. Like, God, that could have held the center for ages. I really want to fight someone again who does this, just so I can show you a video of how bad this strategy is. I've shown it multiple times, but I still get people telling me that this is the smart way to play it. And it's never is. Never is, because the defenders lost jack shit on the front lines, and now you gotta attack the inner part of Bertigala with them having their good troops left. Now your archers don't have the protection of those towers that you just magically used the whole time, and you've wasted a ton of ammo, so you have limited ammo. They barely used any of their ammo. They didn't feel the need to outside of Chimeria. So they're gonna have the archer advantage, they're gonna have the infantry advantage, and you are fucked. Oh, full volley. Let's see. Yep, Nabatean Swordsman got fucked. With 3 volleys there. Was not a unit you should have fired at any point. That more. This Pontic Swordsman, yeah, I see shooting at this one. Nabatean Swordsman, definitely not worth shooting at. Oh, can you get the Pontic in the flank? Kind of. Not too many kills. But yeah. How's that? That naked sword is still going. I mean, those skirmishers are trying to fight. And they're winning. Yep. And one thing with the Nabatean Swordsman is they have very low morale, so flanking them is probably an incredibly good strategy, or having something with scare or fear effects. That's what you want. Why are you firing at those Celtic skirmishers? Good job, these Celtic skirmishers there. They've actually managed to win that, and yep, those Nabateans are dropping. I think now they get to try to break through that, which the defenders are. Nabatea is still, I don't know if I can compliment either side. I like how Pontus is doing this. Nabatea is being far too passive with his army. Why are you holding troops here? Why are you letting Pontus do all the work? You have better holding troops, like your Armored Desert Hoplite, that can do real damage. Have some of them closer to the front. Have these two units that are sitting here worthlessly right here. Guess what? The enemy can't really attack you very well, and you'd be able to move in and support. This is poor support strategy here. Have troops ready to move in. Pontus is doing it because Pontus is all that's there. These guys are all out of ammo. Why are they sitting up here wasting spots? I guess, you know what, the enemy did fire at them. If it forces them to waste ammo, it's worth it. Yep, they're heading just out of ammo archers. Like, you cannot afford to waste this ammo. Why are you doing this? And why'd you pull the Armored Desert Hoplite back? Throw it on the Hoplite wall and just take the blows. Because you're going to take far more blows because it's going to increase your morale. So you're going to have 60 morale, and you can hold for a little longer. Take an extra volley or two. Allow the Pontics to live because they're the healthier troops. I don't know. I don't like... Honestly, I have problems with everything here. I don't think Swaby should have been in the center here. This was a stupid-ass attack. And I don't like what Nabatea is doing now. I also didn't like what they did before, where they had most of their army sitting back here for no reason. No one was pushing there. Everyone was pushing. No one was even pushing here. Why the hell are you sitting back there like they're going to assault there? That's what I want to know. More ammo wasted. What is happening? What am I looking at? This is going to be basically an hour of criticism. That's what it's going to be. I mean, yeah, Pontus doing what they can. That was good on Massilia. Wasting that ammo. Congrats. That's exactly what you want to do. And if Pontus saved some ammo, this would have been very useful for them. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Well, I know how I feel about this battle. It's bad strategy upon bad strategy. The issue is the defenders have the advantage of the attackers fucking up the initial attack and then wasting what limited ammo they have. So, I mean, it's still going to be a defender's victory. I'm still going to stick by that because these guys are going to have to break through the slog of all those Armored Desert Hoplites if they manage to get them to the front. If they don't, they're dumb. What are they doing here? Well, I know what they're doing here. Of course you don't want to attack this because you know enemies are going to be up there, and that's a fair point. And the artillery's sitting there waiting for you to go down there. So you're at no choice but to attack through the center. Limited ammo. You're fucked. You are. You didn't take out enough of the defenders. You killed Swaby pretty much, which is a very good plus on you. But Swaby should not have been put in that position. Also, defenders need to move more troops up. Because the only reason the attackers even made it up in the first place is the defenders did not defend properly. I'm especially looking at Nabatea, who utilized very few troops in that initial defense, where he would have been the most useful. And the second most important place that he would have been most useful in this fight, he's still sitting back and doing jack shit. Who is this? Fucking spammed username. God. I mean, that's exactly what... This is what you want to do, Eastern Archers, yeah. Maybe position them a little more like that, but... Nope, that's properly what you want to do. I mean, firing into a flank there, I mean... Yeah, they can't even fire back. They can't do shit to you. Yeah.
For honor! Who died?
I already know what the title of this video is, and I know I'm gonna get fucking pissed off. And I don't like to piss off Madara. I like his videos. I like him. He's a good guy. I think he's a good player. And it's not even him that I have criticisms on. I think he's doing very excellent. You know, he's actually working with the limited Nabatea troops pretty well. And working with his own troops. Nice cycle charges there. I think Chimeria pushed really well initially in that horrible situation. Swaby showed a good amount of aggression. I think too much aggression to be in the middle army like that. I think, honestly, when he realized his allies were not supporting him, Pontus was on the side, but in the middle fight, he should not have held the middle fight. I feel like he had to. Yep, more breaking. That is an excellent job. One thing I'll say is this Woden spear with the fear effects and his Hex Bearer. Excellent work. Excellent work there. A lot of popping off. That's the second unit I've seen shattered that they messed with. That's exactly what you want to do. I want to see this. Big Pelt does have ammo. Okay, good. Mirror and Heavy Archers do have ammo there. Ammo there. Do these guys have ammo? And these guys have ammo. They're 287, so I don't know how much ammo they'll have. These guys are out of ammo, though. Which means that they're already very limited. Yeah. These guys still have Young Axis. Like, 2 healthy units of Young Axis. They're not going to do shit. I'm assuming he's going to use them to take the towers. Or that's exactly where you want to hit. You're hitting those Cartleys. Yeah. That Armored Desert Hoplite's doing a very good job. This is this is fairly profitable as a defense. Defenders got it together, at least here. Got enough troops to move up. I mean, that's 2 nobles on top of each other. Just target that. Target that with what you've got, and you're going to enjoy your life. Yep, nobles already dropping. Oh my god. This is a mistake. This is... Oh, and fear effects. Fear effects right here. The issue is it's not as impressive because there's 3 Chimerian nobles sitting there, which are going to be inspiring. But even though Scythian's already red, Thorax that would have stayed fighting are already yellow. Here come the Armored Desert Hoplites. This is what we need to start pushing in. Are they actually getting ready to push here? Oh, dude, if I was the Nabatean Heavies, just position yourself right there and fire. Take the arrow volleys. That's fine. Literally just position yourself in a position like that and fire in. Nabatean Swordsmen, go support them. Well, the main fight in the center is going to be a loss for the attackers. Yeah. It's just a blob of troops. You're not going to hit well there. Don't even try. Another fear effect. They're trying to break that unit of those Cartleys. Yeah, Cartleys. Armored Desert Hoplite are going to enjoy their lives. And look at that. They have to move a bunch of troops over to the side because they can't break through the center with what they've got. What are you... Why are you firing... Oh, you're firing at the general, trying to break the fear effect. Fair enough. Fair enough there. I mean, not the most effective. Yeah, they're just getting in. If he can pop another area of effect, fear effect right there, oh god, that would be brutal. So that would be 2 nobles gone. That's 1 noble already gone. Yep, charge right on in now that they're stuck. 2 nobles gone because of the scare effect. Because Hex Bearers also have scare. Is that the Hex Bearers? No. Where are they? Are they gone? They might be. Well, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, the Hex Bears are still there. Yeah. Yeah. If that Hex Bear activates an ability on the General, that would be hilarious. I want to see that. Oh, come on. Come on, Hex Bear, you can do it. Get that cooldown back. Yes. 1. Oh, it's routed. Nabatean Axe Warriors, great hold there. Huge push to the back. Interesting. Nabatean Noble Cavalry can handle that. Ah, didn't break it. I'm sad. Oh, it did break. It shattered. Yes. The fear got him. Well, that general's shattered. Yep, that push is going to be neutered. Armored Desert Hoplite getting in. That'll be good. Nice little final volley there onto the Cartly. Now refocus on these guys. Yeah, over here, though. I mean, General recently died. Yeah, these guys are fucked. Royal Cataphracts might do a bit. Yeah. I think the Noble Cavalry didn't notice. But infantry in now. That Cappadocian's going to start dropping. Especially on that pull-out. Yeah. Now they're going to get into these Nabatean heavies if they're not careful. Excellent work there. Excellent work there. Bloodsworn going. Pontics are going. You're probably going to have to send in the General if they don't want to send in their Desert Heavy. I think that Axe Warrior should have joined that fight. He's not doing much with his General. I guess it's because he's worried about these guys, yeah. Fair. He should have noticed, charged. If he gets charged again, by the way, I'm going to think Nabatea is fucking AFKing. If he lets his General to get charged again, I swear. Dude, you need to do something with your General. That was a late trample. Now you do something with your General. Oh boy, man. This Nabatea guy, I am growing to hate. I'll tell you that right now. And he let his... How? How you had infantry there? Why do you let your archer... Oh. Guys, I think spammed username is working for the attackers. I think he is. He's working for the attackers. Yep, they've broken through there. I mean, honestly... Yeah. He's definitely working for the fucking attackers. He's just lost 2 units of archers that he didn't need to lose. He's sacrificed. He's let his boys get hit twice now for no reason. Like, at least those guys were out of ammo, but still, like, God, man. Twice you let the cavalry basically just run rampant into the back of your general. Again, General just turns around, enjoying his life. Dude, he let himself get charged again. What is he doing? He's let himself get charged 3 times now. You know what? Bring the Armenian General back in. Actually, that was a great job with Pontus. Pontus actually caught up the Royal Cataphracts. Good job. Excellent job. That's a good charge right there. Now the backline situation is handled. And the infantry still holding. How much ammo do they have pumped into it? They're still firing at this same unit of Armored Desert Hoplite. Yep, now they're firing at the Axis. What are you... Did you just almost hit your ally? What the fuck are you doing, Nabatea?
My Zeus!
Okay, you're just targeting your ally at this point. What are you doing?
Engage!
Honestly, if I was the attackers, I would not... He's actually aiming for his ally at this point. Like, okay. Well, it's a 4v2 apparently.
Engage!
Also, how do you let that happen? Fucking Nabatea is just not paying attention for shit. I don't know who had the worst strategy, Nabatea or the attackers. Hey, these Cartley are going to lose this fight. This back is cleared up, so now they can move back forward. Yep, area of effect pop. Good job, Hex Bearers, because they never targeted you. You shattered another one. Axe Warrior should have charged back into that fight. You shouldn't have charged. You should not have charged them, because they just lost their charge defense. You should have charged the Axe Warriors and then moved in the Hoplite afterwards.
Disengage!
General's pulling out. Okay, good. There you go. Moving the Armored Desert Hoplite in. Except they're not. Except they're fucking not. Why do you sit there like that? Oh my gosh. Nabatea. Sabotaging the defenders so hard.
At speed!
God.
Charge! Pull back!
Nice replace.
Engage!
Healthy unit now in. Able to get in, and they're not able to break through. Because despite having a hole, Wodenaz got in there. They're good. The Wodenaz are going to slaughter those Massilians. You don't need to shoot them. Oh, you're not shooting them, you're charging. Okay. That's a charge in. Yeah, if they can break those Cartley, they can get into those archers. I want to see this. Oh, good. Oh, good. He actually reacted. Oh, that's nice of them. And that was a way too early battle rhythm. This is where you should have activated battle rhythm. But it's broken. You didn't even need it in the first place, to be fair. Hexbearers, yeah, Hexbearers are still alive.
Attack that position!
Oh, glad to see that he's actually doing something with those axes. Yep, Pontic Swords. Pontus has been MVP this fight. Swaby in second. I think he was very aggressive initially, but he was in a very bad position, and I think that's on his own fault. He shouldn't have lined up there ever, and had someone else line up there if they were in the call together. And if not, then he was just a random. I would never position myself there. Finally, the best attacker has been Nabatea so far. He's done more damage to the defenders than any of the other attackers so far. By not wanting to move in or do shit. Why? You don't need that there. You have low morale troops that you're going to fire flaming shot into. Like, what the fuck? Well, he's remembering hoplite formation, so now he's going to have the bonus versus infantry. Yeah, fun fact, if you didn't know, hoplite formation does give you bonus versus infantry. Here's a fun fact. Breaking them, I'm assuming he's aiming there to try to get the general ability off. I would appreciate it. If he gets that general ability off, he's going to shatter 2 more. I don't know if he has it. Is his general dead? I don't know. Scorpion got 90 kills. That's nice. Yeah. As I said, it's an attacker's victory. Or a defender's victory. God. I can't think. My mind's pissed. I am... This fight has put me in a bad fucking mood. That is for sure. What are you doing with the Wodenaz? I mean, the Pontics are back into this fight, like... This guy's gonna have like over 300 kills. Look at that, they retook an area that they shouldn't have lost in the first place if Nabatea paid attention. Hexbear's back in, because they need to be at this point. They can pop another headhunt, or not a headhunt, but a scare. They do scare everyone. Oh, and an attack in mirror. Yep, there we go. There we go. That should probably shatter this guy down. Yep, there he goes. That guy's about to break. The Cartleys. Yep, that's out. That's about to be out. Wonderful job. As more units break, as long as that headhunt activates. Yep, another unit shattered.
As you command. Attack that position.
Two more going. But that does pop off.
Advance at speed. Double time.
But it did get 2 units off the field. Yep, more shattering, more shattering.
For glory.
Not even army losses yet. I want you to know that. Oh shit, the rider, no, the ballista's finally dead. Look at that. They did it, guys. What an S-Spear's just chasing the Cimmerians. Hey, they got him! I mean, the Eastern Spearman is trying to go around to stop him. Oh. Wait, you're using ammo on that? You could have been using ammo ages ago. They just won the center fight. And by the way, the scare everyone is helping. Honestly, for the Swaby army, despite them not getting that many kills, Hexbearers are the MVP. That entire center where the Hexbearers and the Wooden S-Spears help break enemies with the fear effects, very important. He's at 319. I told you you'd get over 300 kills. With that, all that's really left is an Eastern Spearman and a Cimmerian Heavy Archer. They did lose the Wooden S-Spear, sadly. Is this guy just running away? Alright, this is deserving of a fast forward. It doesn't need anything else. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's take a look at the army comps. Yeah, that's about what I thought. I'm sorry, Swaby, you were in a bad position, and you should never have been there, because that was retarded. Or, that was dumb. God. I don't get monetized anyways. But yeah. Let's see how the army comps did. I don't know. This battle killed me. I don't know who was worse. Nabatea. Honestly, I don't know which strategy was worse. The attackers or the defenders. I think there were individual good plays, but the overarching strategy was dumb all around. From putting Swaby in the middle of that fight, especially when you knew they were only going to go down that middle, to Nabatea holding all of his forces back until the very end. Like, he had so many troops he could have used to support the initial fight, to help Swaby out, who was suffering, to arrow fire, where his units wouldn't have suffered as bad, to the secondary fight, where Pontus could have used his help, and he decided to sit back with the majority of his forces. And honestly, the attacker's overarching strategy, by attacking through that center alone and blocking off any good angles to take out the enemy range that are going to be targeting their infantry, was dumb. It has always been dumb, and I don't give a shit. If you tell me that's a good strategy and that's what the top players use, then the top players are idiots. If they think that's a good strategy. Because it's not. You are allowing the enemy, or you're allowing the defenders, to have every tactical advantage. Especially in Vertigala, where they can just pull back to a secondary line of defenses, where you need to hurt them outside of that initial spot, and you never do. And the only reason they did as well as they did is because they put Swaby in the middle and they got hurt bad. Let's get into the army comps. Uchiha Madara, 158 with his general. Archer wise, 146, 122, 126. Great job with the towers blocking those archers. Great job. Uh, Naked Swords, 112. More Pontics, 142, 133, 109, 112, 102, 102, 155, 160, 335, and 180. Literally only one not getting over 100 kills. And then the Threos, 110. Spam the username. Archers, 159. That's it. Armored Desert Hoplites. And you know what? The worst part is that's not even on the towers. He kept his archers back. He didn't use his archers. That was because he couldn't defend them, because he wasn't paying attention to his backline and got them hit by cavalry twice. And that's where these two went. 161, 266, because they were in a perfect position. Yeah, Armored Deserts, 161, 266, 180. Axe Warriors, 138, 204. Nabatean Swordsman, 136, 112. And then Swaby. The issue I have is this guy played better in the inner defense with less units than he did initially with more units. His core did incredibly well, even though it's not going to reflect as well. Hex Bears broke a ton of units in the middle, with just as passive scare everyone, and then their active abilities. Same with the Swaby Wodenaz Spear. What didn't do well was everything he threw to the front into a lost cause battle where he's the worst matchup for the archers, and he decides to run into the archer fight. But 107 with the Wodenaz. Bloodsworn 101, 102, even getting shot, that's impressive. 90, oh, so close. Hex Bears was his number one unit. I'm going to tell you that right now. They got 34 kills, but they broke more units than anything else he had in that army. Swordmasters 178, 100. Honey Badger as Massilia, 123, 106. Great job with the cavalry. Again, individual plays were great. Overarching strategy was dumb. 132, 126 with the Calyx. Thoreos, 170, 151, 141, 138. And Thorax, 220, 185, 143, 196, 177. Excellent job on the infantry. Far better than he did on the ranged. But, hey, those Thoreos did their work. He had 5 of them. Honestly, better than I expected. I expected that to go terribly. Legolas bringing Chimeria, which was the initial one into the breach. 90 on that Scorpion. Chimerian Heavies 290, 219. Pick Peltus 187. I mean, yeah, his nobles got fucked. Dumb spot to put his nobles. Let them get shot to shit. Scythians, though, doing far better. 111, 155, 130, 123. And 1 kill with the Young Exes. So, yeah, those Scythians in the initial fight, I mean, they did exactly what they wanted to do in that front fight. Actually performed far better than I thought they would. I expected them to get hurt if they didn't form up against the Swaby infantry, but they did well enough. Solid in bringing Armenia, 181 on his Cataphracts, 163 on the Cappadocians, Eastern Archers 204, 156, 181, or 186, 201, 117 on the Hillmen, Cartleys 267, 203, 232, 221, 213. Amazing job with those Cartleys. We're in the initial, not even in the initial push. They were usually saved for the end. So I think Saladin did a great job individually. I think Honey Badger did an amazing job with his Thrails and his Paeus. Legolas did a great job pushing. I think the strategy was dumb and screwed the attackers over, because I think with the amount of mistakes the defenders made, the attackers should have won that. But they did a dumbass strategy that cost them the game. I'm going to be honest there. It was the strategy that they utilized that screwed them more than anything else. And I'm not against using 1 or 1.5 of your towers to form walls on places you aren't attacking. But you cannot limit yourself like that. This is a plea as someone who plays the game. If I see you playing like that stupid ass strategy, you are throwing the game, because you are limiting where you can attack. Your advantage is the fact that you have more money. which means you can either bring better troops or more numbers. Usually it's a bit of a mix of both. So you have slightly more numbers and slightly better troops. You need to attack on multiple fronts. Attacking a single front like they did fucked the attackers. Genuinely screwed them over, and they lost. I won't say what did well, what did bad, because you've heard what they did bad, and they've done very limited good. I think individually, Madara sorted this with some of his troops, with literally just his Wodanaz and Hex Bears. I think he did well. Everything else he did terrible with. Madara with most of his forces, in my opinion. Then Honey Badger with his Thraeos and his Epeius. Saladin with his army did well. Legolas did what he had to do. I have no complaints and no, hey, you can do this better, you can do it worse. He was the first one in. He's going to take those casualties, and I think he did pretty well for those casualties. I think the attackers played great. I think the defenders did not play great. And the reason the attackers lost was because of that dumb strategy. Okay? So stop doing it because you think it works. It works sometimes. It can. When the attackers bring more cavalry than infantry, they'll win. When the defenders are infantry heavy, and when you notice that they have a lot of troops defending that point, you need to start hitting other positions because you are going to lose otherwise, just like this. That's all for my rant. Most people don't get this far. Those that do, I hope you understand. This is a criticism of that strategy, not the players, and those who defend that strategy as it being something good, because it's not. But that's all from me today. The next Tech Talk will be next week, where I discuss another stupid strategy. No, it's been a while since I've been that mad, a while since I've had to argue or rant like this. I hope you enjoyed. These tend to be do better. They like to see me lose my mind. Bye for now.